Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Gremlin. It's good to see you on my YouTube, I guess. I expected to see you in the Twitch chat. Hi, this is a fun surprise. Also, don't mind the delay. At this point is just now when YouTube swapped to me speaking. But yeah, no, hi. It's good to see everybody here. How is everybody? What's my wisdom today? I don't have much wisdom except how is the UK better than the US right now? I don't get it. Uh, Prince Andrew has been arrested and is being forced to testify. And as we all know, he was in the files. Uh, no, he's in the funny files. But yeah, no, it's man. I said so yesterday. Not yesterday. Testing lag. I see. Uh uh on Tuesday, I talked about how and I brought this up in the Discord, you probably saw, but DinoCon banned every paleontologist or member of a paleontology group that was in the files, including my least favorite man in the files, Jack Horner. He's the guy that say, T-Rexes are obligate scavengers. And also, let me just go and be an advisor for Spielberg. 20 seconds ish. That's not too bad. I mean, that's bad, but that's not too bad. For Spielberg on Jurassic Park 3. So I don't like the guy very much. I actually like Jurassic Park 3. Testing lag for Twitch. All right. Twitch, I've found, has much less lag. Fun fact, I'm listening to myself on Twitch and on YouTube, so I'm hearing the lag. Yeah, I'm witnessing lag. I just don't know how the lag is for other people. But considering my phone and my computer are in the same area as me, and the pathway doesn't actually have to travel as far, theoretically. I don't know where the information is going to, like what data center that Amazon has, like their cloud stuff that it goes into and then comes out of. Have you heard about his jerky? God, yes, I have. Oh God, it's awful. Oh God, did you hear about that one, like, clearly underage girl? She was talking about missing a semester of school, by the way, in her diary. Talk about how she felt more like a human incubator than a person. It's horrifying. It's I don't have the words. I genuinely don't have the words. Like, it's, oh dear God. Oh, what's his name? He's the guy from Texas. This is sort of unrelated. It's related to a point. Texas general election 2026, because it's coming up in March. March primary ballot. I'll recognize his name when I see it. Tallarico. James Tallarico. By the way, if anybody here is a resident of Texas, vote for Tallarico. He looks like a good guy. Neither do the Democratic Party either, apparently. Hey now. There's a few people who the rest of the Democratic Party hate that actually want stuff to be done. Okay? Rokon has been doing some of the work. It's all right. Yeah, no, yeah, that guy. So he said he I am not a Christian. He is. I am saying his words and I'm going to apply it to the stuff in the Epstein files. He said that uh the suffering of the children in Gaza is God screaming at us to do something. And I think the Epstein files, like, if God is real, is a similar thing where it's like, fucking do something! And we're screaming, the people screaming at the people who have some ability to actually do stuff to go, do something! That's odd. Usually soap takes care of oil. That's like its main thing. Also, I apologize that YouTube has more lag. That's not something I can control. Unrelated, going back to the previous topic. Not something I can control. I'm doing my best to make both like as equal of an experience as I can. One, because that's in the terms of service for streaming on YouTube, is that it can't be a worse experience than any other platform intentionally, and I'm trying to make it as good as possible, but also, like, it would just be mean to go, hey, YouTube, go over to my blah, 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 so on and so forth. That's where the real fun is. It's like, no. I want both platforms to be where people can go if they want to see my shit. God, I have not seen a fraction of the files myself, and what I've seen is horrifying. I've been going through them myself, by the way. Yeah, it gets rid of it, so my skin's oil refinery goes into overdrive. Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah, okay, your face gets bombed for oil. Uh, the president of your face gets kidnapped. I get it. I understand.
Wanted in. Hi. Oh. Hi, miss. Hi. Oh. Hi. It's good to see you.
Yeah, your nose specifically. By the way, how are the prosecutions and such going in Norway? I heard that some people are starting to face consequences over there.
Yes, you want up? Want up? Want up? Want up, miss? Hello? Hi.
No? Okay. Oh, as soon as I say no, okay, she gets up. That's very cool. Ah, yeah. Free girl. Yeah. Yep, settle down there, and then once you settle down, I'll get to doing what I've set out to do in the stream. We can't talk about the Epstein files the whole time. We have a show to do. Recently had some changes in oh, okay. Apparently some royals and like a previous prime minister were in the files. I don't know the details because Norway isn't my country. And so I've sort of been focusing on what affects us directly and sort of the bigger headlines. Uh, so far, I'll get to everything eventually. It's a lot. It's a lot. And British Channel 4 News has said that like it's instead of like about half like we were told, it's actually about like maybe 2% of everything. And Jesus fucking Christ, dude. You know, the first drop list, the second drop, man. But yeah, no, as not as, but like what we have set out to do today, we're writing some files of our own, and by that I mean writing for D&D Worldbuilding. I've been focusing on the Rat's Nest, which is my fun little Kowloon city. There are some emails between Epstein and the princess. So also some before. Oh, oh. At this point, not surprising. At this point, not surprising, but that kind of makes it worse. That kind of makes it worse. I'm gonna be honest. Like the fact that it's not surprising is not like I'm not even. It's not desensitizing. It's just what the fuck else is there? It's like when like a big YouTuber or Twitch streamer or whatever is found to be grooming. It's like okay, yeah, it's awful. It's the same awful that everything else has been. Like man. Also the fact that like how do I put this? My mom, a millennial, an American millennial. A lot of the cultural pressure that was put on her was because of Les Wexner, uh, who was like the closest guy to Epstein. And so a lot of the insecurity she has now is because of these fucks. That's cool. That's good to know, along with like millions of other people. Oh boy. Oh, but before I get to writing and shit, let's get to Outer Wilds music. Volume 30. Let's go. I keep clicking on stuff and it keeps not going to places. There we are. This one's trial isn't even related to the Epstein files. Ah. Interesting. That is, man. Maybe the entire system will collapse if everybody in the files gets prosecuted. I'm not saying that is a bad thing. I think it should collapse, but I'm just saying, like, man, maybe it will. Like, and maybe that was a real statement and not, like, just a defense. Man, it's everything, man. I've just realized. So in the setting that I'm working on, right? In the setting that I'm working on, the main like real villain, quote unquote, is the Fae. They're power brokers, they have deals with everybody and all that stuff. I don't have a Fae Epstein yet. Like, this was not meant, like, they were not meant to be an allegory for the whole, like, rich satanic cabal, that has power over literally everything in the world we live in. That I did not do that intentionally. However, I am seeing my own connections. There isn't an Epstein equivalent yet. There isn't like a central power broker guy who set up all the bad shit. I should add that eventually. Thankfully, this is being recorded fully because it's also a VOD on YouTube, so I'll be able to go back and listen to this. Well, yeah, I'm streaming to YouTube, and so it's also there. So like, this is notes for myself. Put this in there. Anyways. My favorite main villain of a D&D campaign, Jeffrey Feiststein. Legally distinct, trust me. You see his Feiststein, you know. One of our previous diplomats is being investigated for economic ties and was Epstein's guy in Norway. Oh. I think I need to look into his connections with my state. I haven't found a lot. He's mostly been on the East Coast, but like I need to see. I know for sure that APAC has their grubby mitts all over the place in our politics. Like there's Maxine is it like Maxine Dexter? Something like that. One of our representatives, she went down to a Texas detention center because an Oregon family got detained and like forced to go. Jeffrey Epstein, exactly. Got deported to Texas. They're back now. Good. The thing is though, this lady has been given over $1 million, if I remember right, over $1 million by APAC. My source is APAC Tracker, by the way, and also Wikipedia. Yeah, it's. I am Donald J. Trump. I'm the best president. I'm so good. You put me in twice. I'm the best president that's ever been. And my running mate, my vice president. The best vice president out walking on stage, Jeffrey Epstein. Alright, I'm going to sort of do a recap for myself because it's been 2 weeks. The rest of this is a collection of densely packed houses, business, shops, schools, etc. Okay, so my original thought was to do everything like a point crawl, but it'd be really funny to do this entire thing as like a bunch of dungeons. Right, that would be really funny, and also sort of show like how complicated everything really is, because there's passageways that go up and down, and then from the first floor there's stuff that goes up to the third floor, and then from the third floor you can go down to the second floor, and from the second floor there's like a secret compartment down to the basement, and finally to the basement you can go back up to the first floor. Also, the Norwegian Olympic biathlon bronze medalist admitted to cheating. Oh, I heard about that. Yeah, not in the Olympics. Yeah, no, I can't believe that the Olympic bronze medalist didn't cheat in the Olympics. They cheated on their partner. Like, when I first saw the headline, I was like, wait, another person cheated at the Olympics? No. That's funny as hell. I'm kind of happy for you guys. That's an amazing headline. Like, obviously, man, it sucks that they cheated. I'm upset at them for cheating, but man, what can he say? He's just doing things. What? Yeah, true that. Oh, this water's good. It's been cold enough in here to like in my room to be a refrigerator. And boy, my water tastes good today. Also, the Swedish broadcasters cost the Canadian curling fingering the stone. Fingering the stone? Is that a euphemism for an orgy, or is that like just they did something weird with the curling stone? Also, were you here or were you there rather for Drock's previous politics stream, the one where he talked about the history of liberalism and libertarianism? It was pretty fun. I only made it partway through. Ended up complaining about Idaho. You know, he ended up complaining about the panhandle of Idaho and stuff like that. All right. So basically, imagine, if you will, that you live in... You know what? Let's say instead of Sweden being your neighbor was Afghanistan. Right? Imagine if Norway was the neighbor to Afghanistan, and there were religious death cults that were at your back door and would sometimes come into your main cities. Because this is also a Washington problem, by the way. Would come into your cities, cause massive fucking trouble. Every time. That's why the security is so high at Pride. It's not because the people at Pride, it's because actual religious death cults come in from the east. Is bad. And Eastern Washington and Oregon are like full of actual fucking Nazis. It just so happens, unfortunately, that's also where a lot of reservations are, and we can't exactly leave them behind to the Nazis if we leave, so we'd have to take the Nazis with us if we were to separate. But you know. There was a whole segment in that stream where he was like, we are creating good country. And I'm so proud of the fact that I am within the borders of good country. Thank you, Drock, the first Prime Minister. The VOD should just be up on his Twitch, I think. I should probably check out the part of the stream I didn't make it for. Water. And tunnels which the authorities within Marrowhurst do not enter. Sent a clip. Where wittily a quip? Oh, they were literally fingering the stone. Putting that there for all in the Discord who are not watching right now, because I want them to see my response. Oh, they were literally fingering the stone. Oh, that's good. Oh god, that's a little... Oh, they make the sport look uncomfortable. And here are my thoughts on curling. If chess is technically considered a sport, then anything that's more than chess has to be considered a sport. Same with curling. I do not like curling. It is a boring-ass sport to me. That being said, if we are classifying chess as a sport, then so is curling. It is like... Oh, what was it? I guess it's like how if we stop classifying birds as dinosaurs, then literally all of the taxonomy of dinosaurs stops working. Right? We're like, birds have to be dinosaurs, because otherwise, oh well, you know, the dromaeosaurs, you know, if birds aren't dinosaurs, then they're not dinosaurs. And but what about the tyrannosaurs? Well, the tyrannosaurs are more closely related to the dromaeosaurs than anything else. So, you know, they're also not dinosaurs, and it just keeps going down the line until what is a dinosaur? It's the same way with like, if chess is a sport, then so is everything that is more than chess. And although I guess it's a little different, because if chess stops being a sport, then like other stuff keeps being sport. Like I don't know. I imagine basketball is still gonna be a sport regardless. Like I don't know. That feels very sport to me. Same with soccer. Same with American football. Same with cricket. I mean, yeah, I consider cricket as a sport. Yeah, I consider cricket a sport. Oh God. Unfortunately, tennis is also a sport, so I have to count badminton, even though it is a cancer. Golf. I hope you hear the hate in my voice for golf, by the way. Just golf. Also, Scotland. Keep shitting on Donald Trump's golf courses. I believe in you. I'm proud of you for doing that. Keep doing it. I hope you're still doing it. I hope people are doing that in every country that Trump has a golf course. Oh, man. All right, let's see. The storylines and quests. I've sort of been, oh yeah, I've sort of been going through storylines and quests. The murder of Nigel, not the country of Niger. It's one letter away. He is not a country in Africa. He is a man, and he is fantasy British. He has the unforgivable sin of being British, but he has the benefit of not being real. Oh, this is the pot calling the kettle black, because unfortunately, oh, I just remembered some more stuff about the files. Oh. There's a possibility that my child photos, like my school photos as a child, could be in the file somewhere. Because the company that all the schools use for school pictures, was buddy with Epstein. That's fun. And now a bunch of like school picture days have been canceled because like parents have called the schools being like, hey, I don't feel safe with this company taking pictures of my child. And I'm happy for those parents. I'm glad those parents are doing that. I hate that I was a child right around when a lot of the worst stuff was happening, as far as we know. And that he may have seen my pictures. As a child. I was 10 years old in 2013. I graduated high school in 2022. It sort of rocked my world a little bit, man. It's like actually fucking scary how deep this shit goes, and we don't even have like what 2% according to Channel 4 News. This has been taking over my thoughts, man. Like, not entirely. I'm not like I have to find the secrets. Like a lot of content creators are like, I have to find the worst stuff so that I can talk about it and get clout. It's just, man, this shit sucks. Another news: the police in Bergen managed to arrest a man that was shooting from his house. They did not, however, manage to do it without blowing up and burning down his house. Oh my god! Where were they, trained by the LAPD? Were they trained by the NYPD? My god! As we know, both are basically terrorist groups at this point. I like either terrorist groups or gangster mobs that are funded by the government. So honestly, what's the difference? But man, that's really fucking funny. Rip to that man. No one was hurt in the incident? Okay. That's good. I'm glad nobody was hurt. Oh boy. Mr. Nigel Burrow was assassinated in his home while the rest of his family were asleep in their cramped communal sleeping room. He himself was awake at a desk illuminating an important manuscript, which has also seemingly gone missing during the murder. The inkwell was knocked over, and the inky footsteps can be seen walking out onto the cramped alleyway before disappearing. These footsteps turn towards the direction of the Warren Market, leading them to a new area with potential clues. If the players stick around, they can find a number of things. They can inspect the body, with things such as investigation or medicine to find the cause of death, and a patch ripped off of the assassin's person, which is now gripped tightly in Nigel's hand. The man is apparently previously been caught breaking drug laws and driving under the influence. And they blew up his house over that? Man. Like, what drug laws? Like, what was he using drugs or was he selling? Because that's two very different things under the law, as far as I know. At least morally speaking for me. Somebody that's using drugs, that's just them, man. Like, they're ruining their life and I'd rather they didn't, depending on the drug, right? Like, weed's just fine, right? Weed, a nothing drug. Meth, on the other hand, I'd rather they go get help or some shit, but ultimately, I don't really care. Like, goddamn, blowing up and burning down his house? I need to look this up now. I'm sorry. Hold on. Norway man arrested. A Norway man house blown up by police. Armed man arrested in Bergen. I'm assuming Norway. Yeah, Bergen, Norway. Yeah. So this is Sweden Herald. I'm guessing your neighbors are snitching on you. The gunman in Bergen, Norway, who barricaded himself in a house and fired shots for around 12 hours, has been arrested. Man. They used gas to force him out of the house, and the house caught fire? Oh, dear God. Oh, man. You see, in America, the gas we use against civilians just melt their lungs and skin. You see, the joke is I said just, but that's infinitely worse. Frankly, that fucking God. I feel bad for that what was it, elementary school? I think it was an elementary school that had to move campuses because like ICE was like deploying so much like chemical weaponry that it was starting to like actually harm their students. And it was sticking into everything. It like just that's man. Let's see. All available clues lead to two separate locations. The patch in Nigel's hand will lead him to the thief takers, while the footsteps will lead them to the Warren Market. I'm gonna change this, I think, to the Marrowhurst. No, the University of Marrowhurst. University of Marrowhurst. Because I specified like last week, I think, that I actually think it's the university. Keep in mind that our police does true, yeah. Yeah, no, they don't have the practice. They have the will, but not the way. Yeah, maybe they should get more IDF training like ours did. Maybe then your police will start killing more civilians. Oh, for those who didn't know, I'm sure you knew, Gremlin. I'm just saying for those who don't know, multiple police departments, including the NYPD, have gotten training from the IDF. It really is just one empire. I definitely feel like the Epstein files coming out is just another part of the empire falling apart. Because if the American Empire was like going strong, right, then these files would never be like getting out there, right? Like the system would just keep churning. But now that things are like collapsing, stuff is coming out, people are realizing just how bad it is. Normal people are realizing just how bad it is. Right? We already knew the public acts of mass cruelty, right? But we're realizing like the evils that are the systems in place to facilitate these things. And I think that the files are just another part of that. And now, like, with the rest of the world prosecuting us, rightly so, I wish we would do the same, frankly. There's stuff starting to happen. New Mexico's doing stuff. American influences, or the American Empire's influence, rather, because it's not just America. But, you know, the American Empire's influence, is, like, is dead. Is dying. Just you wait until the Alpine ice fields start, speaking Norwegian and the tundra starts speaking. Oh, yeah, no, they're dead. Dude, at that point, they're dead. Yeah, no, at that point, they're dead. Yeah, no, and also, once the pines start speaking Swedish, like, you know it's really over when all three things start happening. You know, the ice fields and the tundra and the trees, man. Dear God. It's sort of like some leftists in Alabama have been talking about, you know, It's a subtropical climate up there. It's honestly, or up there, down there. It's honestly not like that far off from like Venezuela uh, or like Vietnam. So like if you start hearing banjo music from the fucking trees, oh god. Oh man, there is something evil in Appalachia too. Like there's some evil force there that people like appease. So many people have gone missing in those woods. All available clues to lead to separate locations. The patch in Niger's hand will lead them to the University of Marrowhurst, while the footsteps will lead them to the Warren District. The Warren Market. The Warren Market is where they can find Martha Rowe selling her wares. She will tell them the general location of that some shady character barged off to in a hurry. If the players would rather look around than ask around, a successful investigation or other role you see fit will reveal some goods that have been knocked over onto the ground. All right. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, you know what I should base Atlantis off of? Like design wise, you know, it'd be really funny. It'd be really funny to go, yes, this is Atlantis, and just have it be Copenhagen. I am getting ill. Do not mind me. I'm getting ill and I'm currently uninsured. Now to you that wouldn't matter, but to me that means I just have to thug it out. I just have to live through it, man. On the Lego Atlantis and Legoland. Yes! Oh, I need to see what that looks like. Hold on, give me just a moment. Lego Land Atlantis Denmark. Let me see what it looks like. Reject all cookies. Grab your hat and swim goggles. Oh boy. Oh, I love that stock photo editing. And let me actually look at images. Oh god, the submarine? Oh, they have the submarine from Lego Atlantis there. Oh my god. Oh god, I loved Lego Atlantis. Oh, I wanted all the models. I could only get some of the models. Like as a kid. I absolutely love Lego Atlantis. I think I still have some of those like weird whale things that they were like, these are the Lego MacGuffins. These are the Lego MacGuffins that will help us and shit. Oh god. Oh. The one reason to go to Denmark. The one reason to go to Denmark, and it's autism. That brings back memories of all the summer vacation my family went down there. That's good. I'm really happy for you. Oh, you weren't here for this. Speaking of, well, there's also the cheap beer. Oh yeah, true. You weren't here for this. I talked about there's this theme park out in like near Salem, which is our capital, by the way. That's Oregon's capital, Salem, Oregon. Uh, called Enchanted Forest. I'll need to check that out. But Enchanted Forest. When I say that the founder and his family created Enchanted Forest, I mean that they built it. They built it themselves. They didn't. I don't even think they got many contractors out there to do it. Like the guy was an artist. He was like a sculptor and a painter, and to help pay for shit, he had his job, and he also like fixed watches. So a lot of the old animatronics there, which admittedly kind of suck by today's standards, he himself made, right? And this place is really special to me because I would go there a fair bit as a kid. That was sort of my Disneyland, except it's actually good and not overpriced like Disneyland. I thought Salem, Massachusetts was Oregon's special. Ah, well. No, Salem or Massachusetts. Oregon's capital. Yeah, no, exactly. My favorite city in Oregon, Portland, Maine. Oh. By the way, speaking of Maine, shout out to Graham Plattner. If there are any Mainers out here watching my shit, whenever it comes to voting for him, vote him in. I think he might be endorsed by the DSA now. I may be wrong. He's definitely endorsed by APAC Tracker, which is not APAC, by the way. It's the thing that tracks who is and is not funded by APAC. They're like, hey, this person is cool and also gets no money from APAC. And so Graham Plattner's on there. Here in Oregon, like Jessica Salas is also on the good list. On the APAC tracker list, on the good list. Hmm. He also is running for the Oregon's 3rd district, which is the good part of the Portland Metro, which is the east half, like east of the Willamette. But yeah, no, and like this, Enchanted Forest has always been special to me. Let me see if I can pull up a picture. Enchanted Forest, Oregon. Images. Like it's not necessarily the biggest place, mind you. That's not what I'm claiming. It was literally made by like a family. Like it was the passion project of one dude. Let me see a good picture. There's like a section that I find really pretty, which is the section that's meant to look like a medieval village. There's also a haunted house there, but like what I liked was the roller coasters and shit. Speaking of, just out of curiosity, I looked at some of those like types of things. You know, like amusement parks and shit out in Norway, because I was like, hey, what if I went to like Norway and checked out your shit there? Ah, sick. Let me look up La La Landia. No, it's just La Landia. Oh, is it like a big water park? Oh, that's sick. I realized I can never show my Google. I just realized I can never show my Google because it showed my, not my exact location, but it showed like, it's showing the, it's showing the name of my neighborhood. And so I don't think I'm gonna show that actually. I'm actually not gonna show my Google. But did you check? Let me look that up. Thank you, OBS, for letting me copy and paste text from the chat. Yes, this is one of the ones I checked out. That looks sick. I'm looking up biggest amusement park in Oregon just so that I can say what the biggest one is. So the biggest one here is I've only been to this place once, by the way. Is Oaks Amusement Park. I used to get advertisements for it all the time, like on the TV. Where I just go Oaks Amusement Park, pew. And like I always wanted to go more often, but like it's sort of like the big place. If the Pacific Northwest ever separates from the U.S., I'd suggest that you go visit. But let me, like I said, I was looking for shit. Let me oh, hold on. Let me, okay, I saved what I had. I'm just gonna do new image. The reason being, I want to do a really funny bit. This bit is for you, by the way. This bit is for you. But I'm saying the bit I want to do and why I'm not showing you the progress on the fortune teller right now. I want to do a Half-Life 2 reference where I was like, "Hey, Gremlin, about that fortune I owed ya," and then just like pop it on screen once it's done. I've been thinking about that because I'm making a lot of progress. Let me minimize that, and then that for YouTube, and then pop in screenshots. And this is like one of the places in it. Like this one family made this shit, and this is like one of my favorite parts of it. I also like. Hold on, I need to. Enchanted Forest rides. I need to. There's like a fun log ride where you're just like in a log and you do basically a water thing. Oh, let me look up Ice Mountain. Ice Mountain is like the big roller coaster there. And I remember loving it because I would go in and there'd be like inside there'd be like this ice cave and there'd be like a Yeti inside. I'm trying to Enchanted Forest, Ice Mountain. inside. I'm trying to... There are no pictures of it. Like, there are actually no pictures of the inside, but like, yeah, it's like a Yeti cave, and it felt a lot like the Wampa cave in Star Wars. Yeah, you know, and by that I mean, invading the home of your average, Norwegian resident. I can't find anything of what I'm trying to find, so I'm gonna go back to this. Oh, hold on. I'm guessing Adventure Park. Oh shit! Oh god, sorry. The first image, which is from Wikipedia, being like the big troll statue. Oh, that's so good. Ah. That sort of reminds me. We have a relatively like okay sized-ish community of immigrants from like Norway, Sweden, and Finland, and so like there's this one thing that is meant to be like, hey, you the white people from the Pacific Northwest, here's a bunch of imported shit from the you know, Norway, Sweden, and Finland. And it is very cool. I believe it's called like a Broder Soda or something like that. And it has like a big troll, but it's like made out of wood and it's peeking into a house. That's pretty cool. I went there with my family once. Remember seeing that when I was a kid? I want to see that right now. I want to see that as a kid, as a young kid of 20. What? No, I'm 22 now. Yeah, no, I'm 20. I'm 22 now. Sorry, it's only been a couple months. As the chocolate milk thing. Oh. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's really fun. I want to go so bad. I love amusement parks and like water parks and theme parks. I love these sorts of places. Oh boy. Ooh, stretching. Oh man. Oh, there's some other ones. I forget the name, but there's other ones that I wanted to check out. Is that like is what was it, Laland? Is that the one where it had like the big dragon boat thing? Have you heard of let me look that real quick, copy, because I don't have that letter on my keyboard. I could look it up on my phone because my phone does have it. But I'm on my computer right now. Are you talking about the film? Because I looked it up and it seems like it's a film. It looks pretty cool. It's like stop motion. Also, it's translated in English as the Pinchcliffe Grand Prix. And it's like, how do you get one from the other? Well, actually, no, I see it. No, I see it. But also, like, that's dumb. That's a dumb, like, translated name. It's like seeing French titles for movies where it's like, what? Huh? Who the fuck? If they're knocked off to the ground in the Warren Market, the players will also get to see the thief take as an action for the first time. I'm not actually gonna change this because I think this is a good introduction to the faction. And by that I mean harassing vendors and customers. If instead of the Warren Market they seek out the University of Marrowhurst instead, or if they do so in any particular order, now we get to actually start writing. I haven't a lot to check that out. Thank you, r/Norway. It's a 1975 Norwegian stop-motion animated short film directed by, based on the characters of a series of books by Norwegian cartoonist and author. All right. It's the most widely seen Norwegian film of all time. Yeah, I need to check it out. I've talked about my love for stop motion before. Like I'm a big stop motion guy. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Like I understand the translation. It just doesn't look as cool on like the cover. I need to look more into the Caprino early career, because like I love puppets. I love puppets. I love stop motion. They are good. Did I check main chat? Let me do that now. You mean this dragon boat? Yes! Yes, that dragon boat. The way those puppets' eyes are really reminds me of like also those Rankin Bass films, which makes sense because like it seems that they both like movie makers, like, you know, the movie groups, I guess, were working on stuff at around the same time. I need to check that out. I need to get my passport. Like that'd be sick. I will not be making content out of it if I ever do go there. I will, however, talk about it after I get back. I don't know how long it'll take, but man, I sure hope I don't need to get my passport in order to vote with that SAVE Act, because that's a blatant violation of our Constitution. But, you know, at this point, what isn't a violation of our Constitution? I'm starting to think it, like, literally never mattered. Yeah, that looks super fucking cool. Wow, sick. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to go sometime in the next few years. It'll be fun to go and see shit. I might start realizing that I don't have it so good if I go to other people's places and it's like the best shit I've ever been to. But like, you know what? You know what? What I have is special to me, and that's what matters. If instead of the war market, they seek out the University of they seek out the University of Marrowhurst. I repeated a word because my ADHD knows no bounds. I am very powerful, and by that I mean very nerdiverse. They seek out the University of Marrowhurst particular order. In any particular order. Let me reorder this. This is bugging me. I wrote this bad. I've progressed as a writer in the 2 weeks. If they seek out the University of Marrowhurst instead of the Warren Market, or if they do both in any particular order, comma, the problem is that this also leads to a bunch of stuff that I've thought about but haven't really done anything with in my brain. God, I just remembered. I just remembered. So you know that that ringleader model I've been working on of my funny rabbit, but now as a ringleader. So I started working on that before I started like really growing out my stash. Now that I have one, that's just my mustache. That's just that's my beautiful facial hair. Art truly does imitate life. You know, so I sort of have to flesh out some stuff that I haven't really been prepared to work on. Where's the university? The University of Meadowhurst. There we go. And maybe I can make a connection with them and them. Or maybe I can make a connection with them and him as well. I will see. For your future male pattern balding, then? I have very good family genetics in regards to keeping my hair. That being said, I have been deeply anxious and stressed for like months now, so who knows? Who knows? Maybe that will cause balding. And then what? After that, I can wear funny and cool clown wigs? Like, okay. Like cool. I get a new form of expressing myself in exchange for looking beautiful, I guess. They will be passed around through different bureaucratic systems. That is not how you spell that. That's not how you spell it, and there's no it's not telling me a bureau. It's B-U-R-E-A-U. France? Bureaucratic. Don't you know, the more coverage you get of facial hair in the genetic lottery, the more male pattern baldness. Oh, that's not always. It's gonna be really funny to just have like, oh god. You know Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist? Imagine him, but instead of his little baby hair, you know, the funny, like, single curly hair that everyone wants in Final Fantasy. Like, instead of that, just having another one of his mustaches just, like, at the top. Just he has his mustache and then he has his hair look like that at the top. That's amazing. Guess your hair length. Ooh. I don't want to. Oh, let's see. There's the historical precedent and stereotype of longer but well-maintained hair. And so that's definitely a fair option, but you could also have short hair. I'm going to guess somewhere in the middle, leaning towards short. Yeah, it's funny that based on your vibes, long hair probably up in a bun. I mean, you give me the maybe like halfway down your back. I don't know. That's my vibe. That's the vibe I'm getting. Wait, is that right? Yeah, that length hair up in a bun with a beard, you know, to fit right in to anywhere in Oregon, actually. The funny hee hee hoo hoo millennial aesthetic never died here because it started here. People saw how like guys are in Oregon and went, yeah, hipster, and then it spread. And then it died, but like, dude, this is the heart of it. Like, I don't know, man. Hipster isn't really like a thing here because that's just kind of everybody. Barely below my shoulder. Okay. Sick. Let's see, pass through different bureaucratic systems. Which I think this is kind of odd because universities aren't really bureaucracies. I mean, they have bureaucracies within them, right? But like, I think that that like little bit of oddity might be kind of the point. Of like, why are they just being passed around people and not really getting any answers? While not being given any real answers. That is very fair. It's also cold here and I haven't really shaved. I should probably do that. Well, that not cold, but you know, cold enough that if you don't have the proper clothing, your fingers will fucking die. But not like cold enough that if you're wearing clothing on shit that you're just gonna like still kind of die. Oh, we're grading cold based off of a curve. Imagine what cold feels like in the southern half of France. That's sort of what we're talking about here when I say cold. So not really. I walked over in the morning. It's reaching the heat of the day. I hate that you looked that up just to go neener neener neener. And like, you're right. I went for a walk at 8 in the morning. I forget what it was then. Where is it? I'm trying to find. Okay, found it. It hit freezing. But still, you know. Who am I to talk? Like I said, it's like if southern France got cold. It's like it's not objectively cold, but it I don't know. Imagine being on the Mediterranean and it gets down to freezing. Oh, great heavens! Oh, dear God, it's kind of cold and my feet hurt. Oh, the humanity! That is pretty cold. I'm looking up exactly how cold, but I know that's cold. All right. Listen, if you tell me a temperature and I look up the conversion between it and Fahrenheit, if it's in the negatives Fahrenheit, I know to start praying to any god that exists for your life. Because like right now it's like 19 degrees Fahrenheit-ish, like 1920. Like in Fahrenheit, and like that is cold. That is objectively cold. But there are parts of this country where it regularly goes into the by Zeus's studies, slaw it's cold, great heavens, and then it's like, I don't know, 3 degrees Celsius or something, and then it's like, I don't know, maybe put on a jacket or some shit, maybe some gloves, or not a jacket, but like, you know, put on a coat, maybe some gloves, some boots. I don't know if you're feeling particularly fancy, a scarf. And then meanwhile, like, even up north, like a few miles, it's like so much colder. I mean, look up the temperature in British Columbia right now. Vancouver, Canada weather. Okay, even then, they're at 35 right now, which is they're at 2 degrees Celsius, which they're at 2 degrees Celsius, 35 degrees Fahrenheit. It's like 42 in Oregon. It's roundabout. Roughly, like it depends on place to place. It depends on the area, but that's sort of the average of everywhere. So it's like, oh, well, this is what it says, but it's not quite right. It's because it's averaging out all the forecast areas in the state. Like, it's a tiny bit colder where I am. It's just sort of that way. It's just always sort of been that way. Except for in the summer, when it gets a little bit hotter on average, which is torture when it gets to, you know... Let me look up the 46 degrees Celsius, you know, 115 Fahrenheit. I think one time it got to like 117, 118. Let me look up that conversion. Yeah, like 47. Yeah, like it's like once it gets to that heat, like the summer of 2025. The summer of 2025 was relatively mellow. That was a relatively good summer. I had been used to record high summer temperatures in the area year on year since like 2016. And a t-shirt of and then don't get all of that again, and if I'm not I have to stick to shit. Yeah, no, exactly. It's like, oh great heavens, I have to wear a coat and some gloves. Oh no. Although, also to be fair, we're kind of expecting some snow, which, how do I put this? Norway has the infrastructure to deal with snow, because it happens every fucking year. But then suddenly, when here, it only gets to like, I don't know, maybe 5 inches of snow in a single snowstorm. Suddenly, the power and the and the internet are out for a week. And it's like, cool, I'd love to not have to deal with that. But it's like, man, it's not actually all that bad. The worst part is that it melts and refreezes for multiple days so that everything is just ice. So like something looks like snow and then it's just solid slick sheet. It's like Zeus was like, yeah, let's piss here, and then just freeze it or some shit. because like East Oregon gets actual snow. They get actual snow that stays and that you can actually walk in. Oh, the yearning for that. I've to this wool socks, sometimes wool socks inside knit wool socks and thermal insulated, but oh god. God, you are the joke of the little kid being forced to dress up for winter before going outside, and then they end up just being a ball. Oh. The clowns yearn for the snow forts. Exactly! Like, how do I put this? Every time we've had a snow day, it hasn't been snow. Nobody can play outside. Nothing, right? No snow forts, no snowmen, no nothing, because it's all ice. Oh, like we can hear from the heavens, from the great sky, from Thalhaven, says you know, in Old English, the upper sky. We hear Mr. White Miser, I'm Mr. Snow, and then suddenly it's gone. Layers, exactly. Ogres wear layers, 'cause it's cold. Let me drink some more water. Yeah, like, I'm Mr. Snow Miser. No, I'm Mr. White Miser. I'm Mr. Snow. I'm Mr. Icicle. I'm Mr. Gemolo. And then he gives us like only 5 fucking inches. Yeah, he's like that one video of the lady pulling out a measuring tape. I was like, yo, 5 inches is actually good. It's like, that's him. Ah. Ah, sick. I also have some corduroys for the same reason. The corduroys are good. We need to normalize wearing corduroys. Although it says the person that also wears fucking flat caps and has a corduroy flat cap that is like fleece lined. And another one that is a wool, again with fleece and has ear flaps. And another one that feels like cotton and has like a weird plasticky lining. And another one that feels like cotton and has like a nicer lining. And I think another one that I've lost years ago. They are my autism hat, I guess. Be patient with me, I have flap caps. I love these hats. How do I put this? I have the proper clothing for like proper winter layering, right? I've barely had to use them, like all. Like I've had to use bits and pieces, right? Like right now I'm wearing specifically like lined jeans, like specifically insulated lined like winter jeans. Right, I have a winter jacket. I have two coats that I wear like all the time. The inner one is like a wool, and the other one is like a weird like wool cotton mix. All right, so I put those two on, plus like, you know, undershirt, regular shirt, sweatshirt, one coat, two coat, giant winter coat. A layer of like leggings, these like insulated jeans, thick ass wool socks, thick ass boots. I have some big ass gloves that are massive sensory issues, but they're very good. And you can thank the Republican Party for that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, actually. I mean, yes, but also no. You know who we can really thank? You know who? I hope you can tell that I'm leaning really far forward. You want to know who? The Epstein class. They have their grubby mitts in every party. Florida. I love Florida. A lot of the evils of the world happen there. You know what? I'm gonna say it. Florida is the Belgium of America. Especially the Diddy party. Did you know that Epstein lived in the same neighborhood as Bill Cosby? They were neighbors. Like, I don't know if we found Cosby in the files yet, but like, I wouldn't be fucking surprised because we know what Cosby did, and he was a neighbor to Epstein. Like, there's like this one neighborhood in Manhattan where it's like it's Evil Lane. It's the Jizz Lane. Have you been following the invasion of Cyberstan? I have not. How's that going? I could probably download Helldivers. I could probably do that. I cat wants in. Let me open it up for you. Hi, miss. Man, tell me how's it going? How's the invasion of Cyberstan going? They have me passed down around through different bureaucrats. Any real answers? During this process, they will have the chance to spot something. Has an E, something in the background. Super Earth recently found a couple million Helldivers. They've forgotten deep storage from the First Galactic War. Oh! Well, what does that mean in real life? Like, does that mean that, like, they found more... Like did they come to a new console or something? Did they get a new user base? Oh yeah, I saw the tank! Yeah, and you can what was it, rearm it. You can reloading. You can reload it with like the artillery shells from the map. It's so fucking cool. Operation Valid Pretext. Oh god, I can't wait for the next operation. Operation Manufactured Consent. I've been seeing people make like actual real propaganda for Super Earth. I was like, dude, we're not in Super Earth yet. You don't have to be ahead of the curve. We have a limited number of Helldivers to take Cyberstan with. If we use them all up, we lose. Oh, I see. Oh, of course. Of course, new cyborg units. Yay, the cyborgs are back. Yay! Hooray! Illness. There are traitors to democracy in my lungs. Oh boy. During this process, they will have the chance to spot something in the background. People sneaking through a secret entrance. Oh god, that sounds fun. Do they have the equivalent to like that dragon roach? I can't wait for them to have something like that. Oh boy. You know, the big fuck off unit you have to give all your attention to. Otherwise, you're kind of fucked. And somehow I've dodged the fire for that one way too many times, given the fact that I'm not good at the game. Like, I have killed a fair few of those dragon roaches, considering I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know, man. I'm not saying that I killed a lot, just saying for relative to how I believe I am at the game, I've killed more of them than I think I should. But you know what? It's to serve you know, democracy and Super Earth. So you know what really is too much. The key is I aim for the wings. That seems to do the trick. They can't fly, they can't live. I should probably start playing Helldivers again. It's fun. It's a very aggravating game, and that's why I will never play it on stream. Because, like, sometimes I can get so pissed at Helldivers 2 that, like, it would just not be fun to watch. Like, it is. Like, dealing with the enemies of Super Earth is really infuriating. People sneaking around, sneaking through a secret entrance. They can. They also have some chances to find similar entrances by just exploring. Let's see, by just exploring the Marrowhurst up to this point. Also, what I'm trying to make sure to do is to not assume that this is going to be the first adventure that somebody, like, comes across. Also, it gives anti-tank Yes! Oh, yeah! I love my explosive hammer. I absolutely love my explosion hammer. Skid! I slam one of those filthy bots, and I just go skidoosh. There we go. Okay. Unavailable clues lead to 2 separate locations. Okay. So I feel like that is good for that bullet point. So I'm gonna go like this. Can I make that a new window? Yes, so I can see the actual distance. Sick. Oh! Bubble shield grenade? Oh! That with a big ass machine gun? I put on my my gunner armor. We're rich, we're rich, we're rich, we're rich, we're rich, we're rich. Oh, that would be really fun and just have everything in green. Like, you know how I like my armor to be green. Is it like a green heavy ass armor, big machine gun, bubble shield grenades, like the stratagems can vary, but I'll work on those to see what's up, to see what can work. Secondary, definitely a pistol of some variety. Unfortunately, I'd have to do away with like other grenades to do the bubble shield thing. Do you remember the tanks from Terminator? I do. I've seen the first 3 movies. It's been a while. I should probably watch them again. I think the same guy that did the Mad God movie did the stop motion for the first Terminator of like that opening scene. Oh! Oh, God! Oh, that's sick! This, oh God, laser shotgun! Oh, laser shotgun! Oh my God! Oh! Have you ever seen a clown come over a shotgun? Well, you're about to! Oh God, yes! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm letting my American show. I apologize. Oh yes. Listen, I love shotguns. They're my favorite weapon. Like they're my favorite weapon type. My favorite weapon is still the Garand, like the M1. And I just got a Warbond with stealth armor. Oh my God. Oh, C4 backpack. Oh, my friends are gonna take that and tell me to wear it, and then I'm gonna explode, and it's gonna be really funny. That's always how it goes. I'm usually the one that has the explosive, and usually dies from the explosive. The Warbond came out 2 weeks before the, oh, I need to play the game. Like I said, I need to play it. I also need to like fully check out the new season for Deep Rock. You can already do that with the portable hell bomb. I know. I'm acutely aware, but now there's another explosive. I'm very aware. I'm so cool. You might say I am the bomb. It's a bomb factory. They're bombs. Either this entrance. I keep thinking it's entrance, but it's entrance. The reason I keep thinking it's entrance is because you enter into an entrance, and to entrance is to basically enthrall somebody, to you know, put them in a trance, entrance. And so entrance and entrance are way too similar. They're way too similar words, so I always think it's entrance. Because, you know, you missed the command. I missed the commando missions? Oh God, the parody is... It's not subtext, it's just the text of the thing. We need to go to Cyberstan and kidnap their president because they have weapons of mass security and we want their resources. Oh, great heavens. Either this entrance, either the entrance. We're literally invading Cyberstan right now. I hope it's as traumatic as Malevolon, because I'm gonna see it on the internet and it's very funny. Actually, no, the Malevolon wasn't that bad. Like, it was bad, but it wasn't that bad. I was there going up against the Illuminate. I was there going against the Illuminate. The Illuminate was worse. It's worse? Okay, good. Okay, good. You know, like, all the stuff with the Illuminate was worse than the Krieg. Okay, good. I was hoping it was bad. Like, how do I put this? The fact that they're taking people, mutating them into their zombies and shit, and we were fighting in, like, population centers made it worse. And also, I just think, like, at least before this new operation, like, before this new operation, the Illuminate was 100% worse than the bots. In my opinion, as somebody who played against them. I also ended up playing against a lot of bugs, though. No one's bothered to check on the Illuminate? Oh, great heavens. Oh, no. Let's see, either the, yeah, the entrance, found in the university, or others, they may happen across beforehand, lead to the catacombs. Oh! Destroyed a planet. 7% invasion corridor just so the bots couldn't. Oh! Exterminatus is on the table. There's a spooky ghost in the catacombs. Oh, that's good. It's good to know that our lives are harder. Ah. I wonder what it'll look like if the system of Super Earth collapses. Like, I mean, like, the political system. That would be an interesting thing for, like, a third game to talk about. Of, like, Super Earth has fallen. It's our own Death. Oh, great heavens. Oh, God. That's fun. That's fun. You, black hole, now. To the catacombs. No. No, the catacombs are gonna be something separate, but connected. The spider way. I'm calling it the spider way because it webs. And maybe dark elves may have something to do with it. know, maybe just sort of playing around with the idea. You know, just sort of putting it out there. Let's say, hypothetically, there was, a place called the Spiderway. And let's say, for the sake of argument, I didn't call it the Webway for legal reasons, because this will be sold, for money.
Super Earth has fallen. Now Super Duper Earth must rise from the ashes. Super Earth has fallen to destruction. Build Super Duper Earth. Hey!
I'll lead to the Spiderway. Not and.
A Super Earth has fallen in the river in Lego City. Build Super Duper Earth.
An extensive. It's an S. That's what I misspelled. Can you tell that my country is having an issue with literacy? That's something that unfortunately, oh, which reminds me, I talked about this. I put this in a comment in a Vosh video, by the way. So if you look at Vosh videos, you might be able to see my comment. So Oregon has banned smartphones from its schools. And we have already had positive results in socialization, in test scores, in general intelligence, in literacy, all of these metrics already, and it's basically just started. And so the states with the first letter of O, not all of them, but 2 of them, are winning. Ohio and Oregon. And frankly, I think that's a good thing. I want to see our future generations smarter than the last. I want the people who are kids now to be smarter than I was as a kid. Like I don't know, it's hot take, I guess. I want the future generation to be better than the last, and I want the world to be better for them than it was for us. You know, a basic human want. A bit out there. I know. Shocking.
Oh, let me stretch.
Oh, my head is burning. Oh, that's not good. Guys, I might be developing a fever a little bit. Don't worry, I won't like pause streaming unless it gets like really bad, so you'll still be able to witness me. But like it's been slowly encroaching and it hasn't gotten better yet. So I don't think I've hit the worst of the sickness. It's just sort of it's creeping up on me. It feels like a protracted land war, but I'm the land. Either the entrance found in the university, or others they may happen across beforehand, lead to the Spiderway, an extensive system of tunnels used by those. Spray silver spray paint into your mouth. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Just like you spray it into my mouth. Just Actually, I think the mic may have cut that out because it seemed like background noise. Oh no, the second one came in. No, no, they both came in. That's good. That's good. I would rather my bits not be silenced. An extensive tunnel, a system of tunnels used by those. Within the University of Marrowhurst, and I will to them in a bit, more than a bit. I'll get to them eventually. There will be like a whole bunch of quests in there too, because I want people to have the opportunity to like, hey, I want to do like a cool school game, like a cool school wizard game. That's like not Harry Potter because J.K. Rowling sucks and is in the files. But like, you know, a school wizard game. And so I want stuff in there, and I want to be able to go, here, little Billy, go run your funny school wizard game. Or like, here, have your political intrigue and assassination plot. Or here, do you just want to kill some rat people and kobolds in the sewers? Here you go. And like, you know, I want to make sure that it has something for everybody, but not everything is for everybody. It's the difference between having diversity and having everything be the same. Yeah, without distinction. Oh boy. Give me a moment. I'm gonna be right back. Let me find the BRB text on the art screen. Do I not have it? Did I forget that? I think I forgot it. There we go. Now it's there. Okay. I will be right back. I need to get water. My head is feeling like Athena is about to spring out of my knowledge. It feels like I am Zeus and Athena is in my head. All right, I'm back. Hello. Oh, you gotta go? All right, have a good time. I assume at work. Alrighty, BLB text, goodbye. Yeah, thank you so much for popping by. It was great seeing you. I will continue writing for a good bit more because I have some powerful ideas. It's not just Athena that's in my head. It's also my powerful brain. Also, I found a website, like a comprehensive website of like, here are the best emulators for different game consoles. And so I want to go through that and go, yes, here's my shit. Here's my cool and awesome shit. Here, I'm gaming. Because there is stuff that I will not be able to find outside of it being a ROM. Like, legitimately. Like, there is stuff that I want to do. I was like, okay, I get the Nintendo Online. Right? That is something that I have gotten before. I don't have now because I don't have the money. But it is something I've had before. And then I get a capture card, which once again I don't have because money. And then I play the games. They don't have all the games on their catalog. They have a lot, but they don't have all of them. Right? Wii games. They don't have Wii at all on that. And I have a Wii, but again, capture card problems. GameCube, they only have a few GameCube games, and I want to play the entire catalog. I have Super Mario Sunshine. Like, I have the Super Mario 3D All-Stars on cartridge for the Switch. I will not be giving it away. I will not be giving it away. I will not be selling it. I took it from my ex before he was my ex. But no, he gave it to me. I'm saying took it like it was some sort of valiant victory on my part. But no, and I'm keeping that shit. I'm keeping my Mario 64 and my Mario Galaxy and my Mario Sunshine. I'm keeping that shit. I can play that on the Switch too if I ever get that. Or I could get new Joy-Cons for the Switch 1 and then play on my Switch 1. And honestly get like a lot of value from that, like, you know, keep getting a lot of value from that system. Like I could just kind of do that. And, honestly, not the worst idea. That means I can play a lot of Switch 1 games, because those are everywhere. Because the Switch is a good system. Let me drink some more water. I'm feeling bad, but I feel like I'm at the edge of a waterfall, and I have not gone down yet. I love being uninsured in the United States of America. Oh. Used by those within the University of Marylhurst to get around in the city. No, I guess I'll call them the catacombs. Catacombs. Because I realized that's what I called them in another section of this where I talked about them. Talked about the stuff, the goodies, sorry, my brain's turning off. The inner circle. The inner circle, that's what it's called, because I'm being incredibly blatant about what I want this to be. It is not subtext that the villains of this, like, city are the elites who are trying to take over and harass the people and have shady dealings and control every aspect of society. And then that, like, in a macro sense, there's another group of people, you know, the Fae, that are doing the same exact fucking thing. This is not accidental that this is happening. Well, I guess for the Fae it is a little accidental, but I'm owning it. It's on purpose now. It's on purpose now, and I'm feeding into it. There's a shady cabal within the inner circle of Marylhurst that is using their connections and uncontested power and knowledge and everything to control everything that's going on, and they're going after the rat's nest because that's the last place in the city that they don't have direct control over. So like, it's like somebody going, "Oh, One Piece isn't political, bro," and then I was like, "Have you fucking seen it? This is I am making a political story. This is a political story. It is not inherently meant to be a reference to real world politics. I will not say that I am not influenced by the real world, because I would be stupid to say otherwise. I would be stupid to say otherwise, that this is not inspired by the real world. But it's not meant to be a direct allegory of real life. That being said, there are a lot of links. There are a lot of links that I'm building for myself. Link, Legend of Second. See, I think the interest. Hold on, I'm reading this over just to make sure I got my idea across, and then I can continue from where I stopped my idea. If the interest found, either the entrance found in the university or others, they may happen to cross beforehand, will lead to the catacombs, an extensive system of tunnels used by those within the University of Marrowhurst. As well as powerful individuals. What if I also just had like a satanic cult that eats children for the sake of it? Not for the sake of it, but like as another thing, like, oh, have you not fucking seen? Hey, I forgot about that. I've kind of noticed as all of this comes about, it's sort of its own little thing, but I'll make more connections like later. Water is so good, I feel like garbage. I went to a Ghost concert like Tuesday evening. It was at the what was it, the Moda Center? That's where like the Trailblazers play their games. It was literally in the stadium, and I kind of feel bad for not liking it, but I did not particularly have a good time. Like, the music was alright. The theatrics of the whole thing was good, right? I kept being very overstimulated. There were a lot of explosions and there was fire, and because the music didn't really match that energy, I was like, oh yeah, I'm matching the energy of the music, and then suddenly, bam, explosion, and then, you know, I was scared about what was gonna happen for, like, the rest of the thing, and couldn't really enjoy anything else. I was like, oh god, I need to be prepared for the next fucking explosion, and it messed up the whole experience. But ultimately, I don't know, I'm glad I went versus not going. I feel like it was good that I went. It was definitely a time. It was good to see the people that I went with. I was like, it's always a good time seeing them, and I'm not gonna be able to see them at least for a while, which is sad. But you know, things happen. I hate being like poor and having a house because I see people who are poor and don't have a house asking for help, and I'm like, man, I really want to help you in particular because you're asking for my help, but I have nothing. And so I'm gonna look into stuff. I'm gonna Oregon volunteer opportunities. There's Oregon Department of Forestry, which I could also do. Oh, there's a thing for my city. I will not say what, but there are volunteer opportunities. You know, this is a local government website. Fine. Mission organizations. Okay. That was a little more local. Sorry, I'm getting a little sidetracked. Oh, hey, I have a neighborhood association for my neighborhood. What are you? Oh, this place! I've been here! Uh, so, this is a thing that's national, so I'm not gonna, like, narrow it down. Have you heard of Habitat for Humanity? It was a thing created by President Carter. And, to this day, it has helped my family a lot to afford stuff for home renovations. Because otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to afford a lot of, like, the supplies to do so. It's generally very helpful, and it has volunteer opportunities, apparently. I'm very happy about. Like I said, I want to try and, I want to try and, like, volunteer for local stuff, you know, really try and get my community, to be as, good as possible. And then once I feel like I've been able to do all that I can, then I'll spread outward. But, you know, and I am just going to trust that others are doing the same. All right. I will keep that in mind for later, and I will keep writing. I apologize. My apologies, if you will. I morph into a mouse. I morph horribly and painfully into Stuart Little. My apologies. Alright, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink in about 22 to 25 years. Unless we do something about it, and Oregon's kind of doing something about it, but hopefully we don't build any fucking data centers. I like there are some loopholes in local laws being passed that would technically allow for data centers, and I looked into them, by the way, so that's how I know it. I'm looking at like the Oregon.gov like newsroom, like, you know, press release shit, and there's a law being passed that outright bans data centers, but if they are a thing that helps with industry, then it can be built technically. And so I know for damn sure if they don't fix that law that it's gonna get like people love loopholes. People absolutely adore loopholes. And so I hope there's not a loophole. If I find out that they're trying to build a data center near my city, my local government's gonna hear some words. They're gonna hear some words from me, I tell you. I don't want this. They go against everything that this state stands for. And they go against everything that my country should stand for, but, you know, they stand for pedophiles and child-eating rich cultists and all that instead of the common people. So, you know, I can't really expect much. I can't really expect much on that department. There are a few good people, fighting the good fight. But, you know. And there are more people every day that are coming out and being like, I would like to see some good things happening, and that's why I'm running for government. You know, like Graham Plattner and Jessica Salas and who else? There's a couple people in Washington. There's Tallarico. And like Tallarico, you know, there's some good people. I am using my platform to say, hey, once the primary happens, maybe go vote for those people, you know? There's somebody who was, given, an endorsement by the DSA in my state. And I'm happy about that. I hope she wins, because if she does, she'll be able to, like, go into the state government. There will be a DSA person not only in, like, a city government, which there are already DSA members in Portland government, but also, like, in government. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. For those who don't know, I have a particular left leaning, and it's gotten more and more extreme as time goes on. And I've read more of the files. So I'm like, man, this is wrong and bad. Maybe believing in the opposite of this is like the closest to objective good that somebody could be. And you know what? You know what? I think that's a good stance to have. I know full well that Google and Amazon and other companies have been subpoenaed for information on people who are anti-ICE and DHS and whatnot. It's like, cool, yeah, okay. You already have my fucking information. What? Okay. Why would I change how I act based on the assumption that I'm being watched for it? I'm a public speaker. All my opinions that I have stated publicly are publicly recorded, and you can go to watch it now. If you're on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe if you like my shit. And if you're on Twitch, make sure to follow. But still, like, I don't know. I like, why does it matter? If everybody's being watched, is anyone in particular really being watched? You know, like, why does it matter? Like, oh no, you're gonna be watched, cool. Cool, thanks. I'm a streamer. Wow, a streamer being watched? Insane. Never heard of such a thing. Wow. That being said, I keep going on these tangents and not writing like I said I was gonna write, and I'm so sorry. Boy. An extensive system of tunnels used by those within the University of Marahurst, as well as other powerful individuals to get around the city. God, I've seen some things. Oh, man. Oh, stuff is flashing in my head. Stuff I've seen is flashing in my head. Oh, boy. I've seen things that nobody should see, and a lot of it's in the files. Oh, man. Man, that diary. Oh, God. Alright, let's continue. An extensive system of tunnels used by those within the University of Marahurst, as well as other powerful individuals to get around the city. Ah. And this will give them the opportunity to get find and catch and no deal with the culprit. Culprit is culprit. No, it's not. Is it culprit? Culprit? Yeah, culprit. There we go. I a touching story. American man learns how to spell simple word. They can either kill them or capture them for questioning, but regardless of what they do, of what the party does, the assassin will still have the manuscript on their person. This manuscript is the reason why Nigel was murdered. There we go. I think that sort of goes like, yeah, no, he was working on a manuscript. That manuscript was taken, the ink was spilled. You see the footsteps out. You try and find the assailant. You find the manuscript, and you discover why he was murdered. It was for the manuscript, which has stuff on it that the people that B don't really like. I think that Nigel Burrow was trying to release information about this shadowy group of people at the head of everything in Marrowhurst. And I think they killed him for it. And I think they didn't get the chance to go, oh, it was a suicide this time. And so maybe it's starting to come unravel because it's like, oh, it's clearly not, he clearly didn't kill himself. Somebody clearly killed him, right? Somebody was really sloppy with it. They were sloppy topping, and then they tried to escape. They were caught. They still have the manuscript on them because it's like vellum or some shit. Like it's not paper, right? It's vellum. It's animal skin. It's treated animal skin. It'll last longer. Because I don't know, maybe it was paper. Maybe it was paper, or at least parchment. No, yeah, parchment. Let me look up parchment versus vellum. Parchment versus vellum. By the way, I have a thing that removes the Google AI, so I'm getting this information directly from the National Archives. www.archives.gov. The term parchment is a general term for an animal skin which has been prepared for writing or printing. Parchment has been made for centuries and is usually calf, goat, or sheepskin. The term vellum, from the French vol, refers to a parchment made from calf skin. So yeah, I don't think it was specifically vellum, but it was parchment. It was parchment, not vellum. It's sort of a square circle sort of situation. We learn on this channel. Yeah, but you know, vol, like vellum comes from vol, like V-E-A-U, because I'm thinking that's pronounced like bow, V-E-A-U, like vo. I have no fucking clue. I have no idea. Manuscript is the reason why Nigel was murdered. It reveal it has information on it about the shadowy cabal at the head of no, at the head of who control Marrowhurst and the powers that be saw it fit to assassinate him to keep the information from spreading. There we go. Pretty good. Pretty good, cool, awesome, epic. I'm gonna get the information from spreading. Now that the players have it, assassins will start being sent after them until they either leave or the problem is dealt with. See, this still gives them multiple options. Like, okay, how to not get killed by these assassins? You could leave. You could deal with the problem, right? You could completely shift the everything, right? You could try, and maybe they'll keep trying to kill you. They'll do everything against you, and then maybe you could do something, because D&D adventurers are really strong, right? They are really strong. They will pull out some bullshit, kill your strongest fucking guy, and then save the day. That's what they do. And so even though it's like, well, yeah, a normal person couldn't do all of this all alone. It's like, well, one, they're a party, and two, they're exceptional. They are heroes. That's what we need to remember. Not heroes. They are the protagonists. They are exemplars of the genre. And not to say that you should make it easy on them. I don't want to make it easy on the players at all. But I want it to be an example of challenge versus just making it hard for the sake of it. I was like, it was a challenging journey to get here and defeat the big fuck off dragon that was gonna eat the town or some shit. But now that we are here, and we have defeated the dragon and saved the day, we must remember those that we have lost. Remembers random goblin NPC. Oh boy. Huh. Oh boy. I'm starting to come down with something. I'm not starting to, but you know, it's spreading. The illness is spreading. So I think, and I apologize for this. I cannot stay focused. My head is full of mush. My brain is dying. So I'm gonna go to Just Chatting, and I'm gonna do my ending read now. I've been Bajongles. You can find me over here on Twitch and YouTube. On YouTube, I'm Bajongles on demand. And on Twitch, I am Bajongles1. I'd much appreciate a follow on Twitch. I'd much appreciate a subscribe on YouTube. And speaking of follow, you can follow me on Blue Sky and Tumblr, both at BigBoyArt1, username Bajongles. And I will be back. I'll be back on Sunday to do more Blasphemous. I will be on the Discord server. If you're on YouTube, you can find it in the description down below. If you're on YouTube, you can do !Discord and get the link. I will be on there for Multiplayer Monday. And then on Tuesday, I'll be continuing doing some One Piece fan art. We've been making some really good progress on this One Piece. But that wasn't even intentional that time. Just this particular piece, we're making a lot of progress. I recommend going to check out the VODs for that. I recommend checking out all the VODs, actually. Go do that. Go watch my stuff. Go watch my stuff. Like, subscribe. Give me watch time. Help me spread. I'm a very small guy, but I could be a very big clown. And so with that, it has been a wonderful time. I will catch you all on the flip-flop.